Hello and welcome to Channel 1 Local. I'm your host, Brian Christopher, and I want to thank you for joining me. I want to go over a topic that's just come in yesterday that I missed and did not talk about, but I want to go over it today to make everyone aware of it. It has to do with the crypto space and payments with crypto and concerning stablecoins as well. This is big news that dropped yesterday on December the 11th, 2025. The changes with crypto payments is concerning crypto startups and these companies paying how they pay their employees with cryptocurrency. The Financial Stability Oversight Council, the FSOC, just removed digital assets from their list of systemic risk, which that's a big deal. That means they've removed them from having them labeled as a risk, which is a massive move. If you're running a crypto business, paying contractors in stablecoins or managing a DOA payroll, you need to understand what just changed, and we'll go through breaking this down. This came from Treasury Secretary that's currently in office at the moment, and he announced yesterday that the council is shifting focus from identifying every potential vulnerability to prioritizing long-term economic growth. What that means is the U.S. government is no longer treating crypto like a ticking time bomb. Digital assets, tokenized instruments, and blockchain settlement rails are about to become compliant in the U.S. and its financial markets. Big things are coming. Big things are coming. But here's the catch, and this is critical. Just because the FSOC removed crypto from its systemic risk list does not mean compliance requirements disappear. You still have the SEC, and you still have the CFTC, and you still have state regulators, and it's a tangled web of regulations, but it's a little bit less hostile now. So what this means for a crypto payroll, if you're paying your employees or contractors in crypto, you still need a bulletproof compliance program, tax reporting, AML, which is your anti-money laundering protocols, and your KYC. Most of us know that very well. It's your know your customer. Requirements, they're not going anywhere. The difference, the regulatory environment just got more predictable, and that's huge. So what's the smart move for crypto businesses managing payroll right now? Stablecoins. Here's why stablecoins are becoming the standard for crypto payroll. There's all this talk about stablecoins right now circulating in this administration and around the environment of this landscape of new digital assets, digital payment forms. So people need to really take note of this. Folks, things are about to change. Things are really beginning to take shape and form from over this past decade where it's been leading up to this. The implementation of the use of stable coins across the board is about to become very relevant to people, even the average Joe. So here's why stable coins are becoming the standard for crypto payrolls. The price stability. Employees don't get paid in Bitcoin that drops 10% overnight. Your low fees, traditional international pay, your payroll can cost between 3 to 7% in fees. Stable coins is pennies. Rapid processing. No waiting 3 to 5 days. Payments settle in minutes. It's borderless. You pay your contractors in 50 different countries without dealing with 50 different banking systems. So for an example, USDH, a fully backed decentralized stablecoin, is being used by DOAs for payroll specifically because it's protecting employees from inflation and market volatility while maintaining full transparency. The compliance advantage, stablecoins provide the auditable trail. Every transaction is on-chain, time-stamped, and traceable. When regulators come asking questions, you have the answers. So let's be clear about what challenges are still on the table. Multi-state licensing is still required. In every state, they have their own rules. Securities and derivatives enforcement, the SEC, and the CFTC are still active. They didn't go away. Rapid legislation changes. Congress is considering new digital asset bills right now. You need to stay agile on this. And the AML, KYC obligations, these are stickier than ever. They're no looser now than ever. The wild, wild west with these things are coming to a abrupt close. Things are becoming regulated and actually on chain, for lack of better words, online, to where the world is adopting this technology. So there's very rapidly closing of loose ends with this. It's becoming a lot more strict for that compliance, and people should really take note of that and be aware that that's how business needs to be conducted from this point moving forward. For all these things to come together and be out on the table as we all really want them to be, concerning more transparency. So the bottom line is the FSOC's decision is good news, but it's not a free pass. Crypto businesses still need to take compliance seriously, especially around payrolls where tax reporting meets cross-border payments. So your best practices for this, if you're managing a crypto payroll out of this year of 2025 into 2026, here's your compliant checklist real quick. Monitor regulatory changes like a hawk. Set up alerts for FSOC, the SEC, the CFTC, and state regulator announcements. What's legal today might need adjusting tomorrow. Strengthen your AML and KYC controls. Invest in proper identity verification. Know who you're paying. Document everything. And stablecoins, use them strategically. They're not just convenient. They're a compliance tool. Transparent, traceable, and audible. Prepare multiple scenarios. Tie your compliance strategy to your production roadmap. If new legislation passes, how will you adapt? Have a plan and work with your legal experts. This isn't the DIY territory. Crypto payroll sits in the intersection of tax law, security regulations, and employment law. So get your professional help. Keep your team abreast and aware of what's going on, and you guys be compliant to the letter of the law. Just words of advice. The cost of getting this wrong, you're looking at fines, enforcement actions, and potentially losing the ability to operate. Nobody wants that. We're all in this for the benefit of the better. And the benefit of getting it right, you can scale globally, pay talent anywhere, and do it all with lower cost and higher transparency than traditional payroll systems. So here's the takeaway. The FSOC decision signals a new era in crypto and the U.S. And it's not the Wild West anymore, like I've said, but it's not the regulatory minefield either. It's maturing into a legitimate, regulated financial infrastructure. And for crypto startups and DAOs managing payroll, the regulatory pressure just eased, but it didn't disappear. Stablecoins are the best tools for compliance and efficient payroll. Strong compliance programs are non-negotiable. Stay informed, stay agile, stay compliant. So my opinion on this, and it's not professional advice, if you're not already using stablecoins for payroll, you need to reevaluate and consider them now. If you don't have a regulatory monitoring process, you need to build one this quarter. And if you're doing any crypto payroll without legal counsel, you need to fix this immediately. The opportunity is real. The U.S. is opening up to crypto as a legitimate financial tool, but only businesses with solid compliance foundations will be positioned to take advantage. This is opportunity. This is big opportunity, folks, and we need to capitalize on it and take full advantage of it. So that's the update. Stay sharp out there. Until next time, I'm your host, Brian Christopher. Take care.